Hey F-stoppers, you are going to get this little bonus from me. We're going to start with your skill and lesson on image file organization ideas. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to compress it, and this will be a zip file that I'm going to load up for you guys, and the link will be with this video. What I want to share with you is how I actually organize my images. So here is the main folder. So basically in your original cards, here is your DSLR, right? And these are the shoots of the original cards that you can upload your images to. Here is a folder for your phone. So if you want to, it wouldn't be a card, but if you want to just throw your images or your videos from your phone, anything from your phone, you can add it here. But remember, these are all original. Once you start working on these images, I make a master working area, and I usually used to have it in Photoshop, but it's still, that's what PS means, Photoshop, that it's been worked on. It's not done yet, it's still in process. So when I work on an image, I do a save as, and I throw it in this file folder here. So this basically means these are working masters. Once I know everything is beautiful and it's perfect, pretty much the way I want it, then I do a save as, and they are Tiffs. They are large file Tiffs. That means they are pro photo, huge files that can be printed really big. They're done and ready to go. That means they also have metadata in there, like keywording, all that fun stuff in these images. Now, some places will only take JPEGs, printed JPEGs. So since we're going to start getting into calibration and printing, I figured this would be a good place for you to add your print information. So your calibrated prints would go in here for print jobs. For your internet, these are sRGB internet files. Again, as you're working on these things, you're doing save as and you're throwing them in here. Then here is video. You may not be doing video, but I figured maybe in the future you might want to do some video on where you're shooting or information on your shoot. So I threw this in here for you. I actually use it for my video, but these are little videos that go with your images and your shoot. Then I added a miscellaneous, because you may have something miscellaneous like in a PDF that you want to put in here in this information. So who knows? So now you have a miscellaneous folder for it. So what happens is when don't ever get rid of this. So what I do is I'll go right click, and then I'm going to duplicate. And now I have a copy of this. You can see it's a copy. So what I'll do is I'll take this one and I will change it. And what I'm going to do is say, okay, we're going to start this new year, 2020. And then I'll say Joshua tree. So all my Joshua trees will be in here for 2020. And next, what I'll do is just to let you know, so we'll go back to, here's this copy. I will do a duplicate again when I'm ready to do it for another shoot. And did you notice that it said bonus copy 2? This tells me that I've done this twice out of the year. So now I am organized with that too. So now I'll go ahead and change this guy, and I'll say 2020 roses. So anything that I shoot that's roses will go in here. Again, duplicate. Now I've made 3 copies. So throughout the year I can see what I've done, which is even better, how many files I've made. 2020 cocoa. And as I'm working on these, just so you know what I do, when I'm actually working on the major work on the images, I will keep them on my hard drive and work from them. And then later on I'll put them into my external drive. But this is just file organization. I do use Backblaze to back up all my stuff on the cloud because it's so worth the money. You can see how I've set these up. So here is my 2019, and here are my roses, and here's Arizona, and here's water and oil. Now I have more 2019s on my hard drive that I'm working on still, but as you can see here, here's my 2018. Okay, hope that helps. If you have questions, you can ask me, and if we find something else that's really interesting, then we'll share it. And you also have a membership area where you can share your tips that you find that you think that may be interesting for the rest of the group.